In Brazil, people say football is a religion, not a sport. In this five-time World Cup champion nation, when Brazil plays, the country stops. And just like these children, Brazil's most famous footballers come from humble backgrounds. The poor, predominantly black and mixed-race neighborhoods, like here in Guadalupe, in northern Rio. Seeing their heroes sign lucrative contracts gives strong incentive for young Brazilians to train hard and practice discipline, characteristics some believe can be more realistically directed. At the Bola Pra Frente Institute, they are making a big investment in football to promote social change for hundreds of poor children.
Most of them think that the only way to get out of poverty is through football, but we tell them that very few or none of them will make it. But sports can give them the discipline to become whatever they want to be.
In 1894, football was introduced in Brazil by Charles Miller, a Brazilian Scot who formed the country's first all-white team. Slavery had been abolished just 6 years earlier. No one could have imagined Pelé would become one of the greatest footballers of all time, or that there would be a player like Neymar, Afro-Brazilian heroes that have one Rio de Janeiro club to thank. It was Vasco da Gama that first broke the race barrier, and they won the Rio State Championship in 1923 with an interracial squad made up of whites, blacks, and mulattoes. It was the birth of Brazil's Jogo Bonito, the beautiful game. But there was a reaction to Vasco's victory. A breakaway league was formed, but lasted only 10 years, as the Vasco fan base exploded ticket sales that resulted, among other things, in the construction of South America's biggest football stadium. Historian Walter Santana says it was the club's recognition of technical skills above race that changed Brazil's football history.
If you take out the white, take out the black or the mulatto, having just one of them, you wouldn't have Brazil. It's that mix that has created this powerful football.
Santana says Vasco's greatest source of pride is not just the awards, but having challenged racial prejudice. Afro-Brazilian activists say one can't talk about football without mentioning the contribution of Brazil's black footballers.
O negro recria e reinventa.
Blacks are constantly recreating and reinventing Brazil's football with their rhythm and their swing that comes from their African heritage. They absorbed the skills of the Europeans and transformed football into an art form, into culture, and the world knows it.
E recria e transforma futebol em arte, em cultura.
Brazil has already qualified for the 2018 World Cup, and these kids are dreaming, against all odds, of one day wearing Brazil's national uniform. Lucrecia Franco, CGTN, Rio de Janeiro.